Good morning, everyone. Joseph here, Vets Hall Junk Removal, Stafford, Virginia. I hope wherever you are, you're making a lot of money in your junk removal business. You're touching a lot of customers' lives in a very positive way, guys, and you're taking steps, active daily steps, guys, to realize your junk removal dream and build your junk removal empire. But more than anything else, guys, give the customer more than they expect, and the customer will allow you to grow. So I took a call from one of the junk removal entrepreneurs that I mentor, and we talked last night. And he's in one of the colder states as well, like I am here in Northern Virginia, and he's experiencing a tremendous slowdown. This is his very first year in junk removal. I told him, fear not. First off, your name isn't very well known in your part of the country. You've not even completed your first season yet. Additionally, junk removal is a cyclic business, meaning it's like this. Some months are great, some weeks are fantastic, some months and weeks aren't. They're a little slower. But as we move towards the winter months, guys, especially if you're new, you're going to notice a significant slowdown in junk removal business and the calls. I don't experience that anymore because I've been in business long enough that my repeat customers carry me through the slower months. I'm still out there touching base with newer customers and creating new customer relationships, guys, but for the most part, I stay busy because of my repeat customers. So one of the suggestions he had as a way to generate a little more income for his junk removal business during the slower months was add-on services. He was talking about property preservation. And for those of you who don't know what property preservation is, guys, very, very simply, there are property preservation companies out there which the only thing they do is mostly with realtors. So when a realtor has a home for sale and the home needs to be in presentable condition so that when the realtor brings potential buyers to the home doesn't look all raggedy. Okay, so property preservation cuts lawns, changes locks, can potentially do cleanouts or cleaning of the inside of the home, washes the windows. So it's a good crossover business, guys. I don't know if there's a lot of money to be made in changing locks and cleaning windows and cutting lawns and all that. That's something that I personally, Vets Hall Junk Removal, wouldn't get into because we wanted to do one thing and we want to do it well. And because we have dedicated ourselves just to junk removal, guys, the community has reciprocated, received us very well, and we have grown substantially over the last few years. That being said, though, I do see value in offering add-on property preservation services. I know you need additional equipment. I know that you're regularly servicing homes depending on how long they stay vacant on the market. But I wanted to give you something else to think about. I don't necessarily think that this type of idea that I'm going to relay to you shortly can be integrated into junk removal significantly. What I'm mostly talking about, guys, is about 25 years ago, I operated and created my own dog pooper scooping service, whereas I would enter the customer's home and I would walk his backyard or his property and I would merely scoop dog poop. You might think it's a funny idea. That's okay. I wanted people to laugh about it because I knew if I can create an emotion in someone's mind, okay, laughter, joy, whatever, it's funny, that they would remember me and they would call me. The key was not necessarily having just one or a few clients all over the place. Like anything else, guys, it was exploiting and saturating a small particular geographic area. And there's tips and techniques that I use, guys, in order to build up my business to saturate small areas so that I was servicing the max amount of customers I could in that particular hour. And it worked, guys. Relative to the amount of hours I was working, which was between 16 and 18 or 20 hours per week, Saturday being my busiest day, I was raking in, guys, at between, like I said, 16 to 18 hours per week, a little over $5,000 per month. Okay. Now, I don't know if you could actually integrate pooper scooping into your junk removal business. I don't think so, but I'd like to hear from you. Could you? I know, though, that there are many customers that have dogs, a ton of dogs. A lot of people have dogs. And when you provide junk removal service to your client, wouldn't it be awesome if you also had a side business, a side hustle, or an add-on service? Like I said, I don't know if it could work as an add-on service, but you were able to offer the client pooper scooping service. So you're going to take this customer's refrigerator away, okay? And while you're there, you notice they have dogs, and you say, hey, by the way, Here's my card, I also offer pooper scooping service, whereas you probably don't want to do that nasty job. You don't have the time. Who has the time these days, guys, right? But I could come by and I could scoop your home, one time a week or multiple times a week. The key in the pooper scooping business, guys, the reason I succeeded and was able to sell this business that I created here for a substantial profit was because it is a viable business, guys. People don't have the time to scoop their own dog's poop. People don't want to scoop their own dog's poop, but it has to be scooped, guys. So the customer that I was really after, the way I was trying to sell my service is that I can come, like if the customer had 3 dogs, 2 or 3 dogs, which is the prime customer, I could visit your home 2 or 3 times per month. And if my figures might be off, guys, but between 20 and 25 years ago, if I would visit the customer's home 3 times a week, okay, I was raking in about $250 per month for that one customer. I spent no more than, regardless of how many dogs a customer had or how dirty their yard was, I spent no more than 10, maybe 12 minutes at the customer's home. And since I had saturated that particular area, I would be on the road to my next customer for anywhere between 7 and 10 minutes, and then I was repeating the same process all over again, okay? Is there a way you can integrate this business into your junk removal business? I mean, I guess there could be, or not, I don't know. I'm not gonna try this, but I know it's very successful, okay? I had a ton of clients, so like I said, it is a viable business. More so than anything else, though, it puts you face to face with a lot of potential clients. You know that there have been customers that have dogs that you have serviced with junk removal. I started this business in Los Angeles, California. California, a very progressive state. So if it was going to succeed anywhere, it was going to succeed in Hollywood, California. That's where I got my very first client. And from there, guys, I built this thing. I built my pooper scooper empire. It was a very novel idea at that time. It was a very unique idea. Since then, there has been a ton of poop scooping companies that popped up, Scoop Masters, Poop Masters, and one of the kings in poop removal is Duty Calls, D-O-O-D-Y. Duty Calls, very unique name. People love it. People laugh, guys. I would like to hear your thoughts on this. Maybe this is something that you can do during the off season, during the winter season, during the slower months in order to keep your junk removal doors open, okay? Maybe you can look into property preservation as well, but I wanted to just give you this little bit of encouragement of maybe a business you haven't thought of yet that I've already done and I know is extremely profitable. The tools you need to get into poop scooping, guys, are very minimal, just like junk removal. I would even venture to say are even less to get into pooper scooping than in junk removal. All I needed, guys, was knee-high rubber boots, a rake, a lobby dustpan, and plastic bags. And then my stick-to-itiveness, if you will, my determination to go out, get known, and get customers. And I did it, guys, and it was extremely successful. Maybe you can use this, maybe not. If you like the type of content that I put out, this is very different content today. But if you like the type of things I talk about on my channel here on YouTube, would you subscribe? Additionally, I love to hear your comments. Sometimes they make me laugh. If you want to be made aware of any time I make another video, you can hit the bell icon. If you're in Northern Virginia and you need junk removed, give us a call at 540-657-VETS. That's 540-657-VETS. You can find us online at vetshalljunk.com. I'm Joseph, owner, and we are on the move making things happen. Talk to you next time. See ya.